నమస్తే. ఐమ్ స్వర్ణ. వెల్కమ్ టు తెలుగు ప్రజల మనస్సాక్షి సాక్షి టీవీకి. ద వాస్తు అండ్ గ్రహశాస్త్ర షోకి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం. టుడే we are going to discuss on healing insomnia through Vastu with our leading astrologer and expert Dr. Deepika Sanghi Gupta. Namaste Deepika ji. Welcome to our show.
Namaste, Swarnaji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, Deepika ji, I like to know in your terms, like how this insomnia, relates to Vastu. How does this really connect with Vastu?
See, insomnia is definitely happens when there is anxiety, stress, or depression, and it is like something like you have a different kind of sleeping pattern where you don't get the deep sleep, right? So the Vastu actually, as I have earlier also said in the show, the Vastu, astrology, and Ayurveda, all of them are interconnected, interrelated. And Vastu, according to the Vastu, see, the earth rotates on its own axis. So the upper is the north pole, the lower is the south pole, and it goes from west to the east. So similarly, see, these kind of the Vastu is totally based on the rotation of the earth only. So if in the one house, in one energy field, they are not sleeping in the right direction or the right pattern, then that can create the insomnia according to the Vastu. Because see, sleep, what it do? Sleep not only helps you in relaxation, but it also helps you to regenerate your body, mind, aura, right? See, you can feel relaxed when you do meditation, or somebody can cook and they can feel relaxation, somebody can dance and they can feel relaxation, somebody might be listening to the music and can feel relaxation. But sleep is something which everybody needs because it regenerates your body, right? And once you have a good sleep, you have fresh body, mind, right? Fresh aura. So you feel freshness in each and everything. Your body rest, your mind rest, right? So that is can be definitely insomnia kind of a things can definitely be healed by the Vastu thing. Yes, it has to do with the depression, and if anxiety anything, then medical science is going to help. But Vastu can one of the helping factors in solving insomnia.
So, you think like directions of the room will impact on sleep? Like, will it impact?
Yes, the direction of the room definitely impacts. If somebody is sleeping, for the longer time in the western side of the northwest, okay, so that energy field has the things related to thyroid. So if somebody, like if I go to some house and people have maximum people have thyroid, or if the one person says me that since I moved to this house, or since I did this reconstruction in my house, and after that I'm having the problem of the this thyroid, then I definitely check that the western side of the northwest, either the person is sleeping over there, or spending a lot of time over there in the western side of the northwest. So definitely each and every zone in the house has something or the other to do with our health, with our mind, with our aura. So each and every direction has something or the other to do with that.
So you think like where we put our head matters or where we see when we wake up that matters? Like which one matters a lot compared to?
No, where we put our head, that matters a lot.
Okay.
It's not that yeah, when we wake up, what direction we are seeing.
Hmm.
When we sleep, yeah, when we sleep, then where the head is, that direction matters.
Okay. So like the direction of the bed impacts on sleeping too. So in that way.
Yes, the direction of the bed definitely impacts on the sleeping. Like especially when the head is in the let's say the head is in the south, then that is one of the best position. So the people who are working, the people who constantly have to do the actions, their bed head should be in the south only. The people who are more into the studying thing, research thing, their bed head should be in the east. It means that their head should be in the east and legs in the west. And
Okay.
the people who are into the constant action, their head should be in the south and legs in the north.
Okay. Okay. Like because of this pandemic, everybody life changed a lot. Like the whole world is like literally shaking. It's everything changed. So like Does the sleeping according to Vastu rules can help a person to get rid of like insomnia?
Yes, the sleeping thing. See, first of all, keep your head in the south or keep your head in the east. Both the directions are good. And then avoid keeping the head in the north. That is one of the major causes of, insomnia. The people bedhead in the north. See, as I said, the earth rotates on its axis and between the north pole and the south pole. So, and if we see according to the Ayurveda, then we have Ingla Nadi and Pingla Nadi, and when both the nostrils work, that is called Sushumna Nadi. So when when like we living or beings have a pan vayu inside us, which keeps us going. So when we sleep in the north with the head in the north, then definitely the breathing pattern gets disturbed. And when this breathing patterns get disturbed, then the apan vayu inside the body gets disturbed. So once this apan vayu gets disturbed, the person can have stomach related issues, depression, anxiety. So and because of depression, anxiety, the insomnia. So like if you see all the spiritual people, all the rishis, maharishis, yogis, and especially in the yogas, pranayams also, we just everybody tries to do better on the breathing pattern, right? So we work on the breathing pattern because breathing pattern really helps to calm down the mind, body, aura. And when we sleep with the head in the north, then we disturbs this breathing pattern. If
Okay.
every time the north the left nostril is working, that is also not good. If every time the right nostril is working, that is also not good. And then both the nostrils working all the time, even that is not good.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so like sleep like northeast is like auspicious place, like we all consider it as that. So can sleeping there will give a deep sleep, like we can we sleep like can we have like a proper sleep by heading like towards that side?
See, no, Northeast, it is an auspicious place, but see, Northeast is actually the watery zone. So nobody can sleep on the water, right? You cannot sleep on the water. You need stability, right, to sleep. You need earth to sleep, or you need a bed to sleep. You need something stable, which is not continuously moving, right? And northeast is actually a watery zone. So when you sleep in the northeast, then and northeast is a very high powered zone. It is the making the energies, building up of the energies is happening in the northeast only. So if somebody is sleeping in that high power zone all the time and on the water, then definitely the person develops so many diseases. See, depression, emotional disturbance, because water elements get disturbed once you sleep in the northeast, either the head in the northeast, or if the person is sleeping in the northeast bedroom also, then also. All neuro related problems, stomach disorders, memory loss problem, all these can happen when one is sleeping in the northeast. So northeast is a very high powered zone. If see the northeast only the children up to 12 years, or the senior citizens like 60 plus people, that is okay. If they sleep in the northeast, then that is okay, because see the northeast is watery zone, so it will enhance the water element inside, so people will gain weight also. So see, old people, they need that moisture inside them because they get dryness after 60. You start the people start shrinking, the dryness starts happening in the body, so they need water so they can sleep in that zone. The young people is a big no in northeast. People
Okay.
usually think that northeast is the best zone, so it is good to sleep over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I heard from a lot of people like especially when they're buying a house, they go with northeast facing houses.
Yeah, but
So
it is
yeah.
not true. It is also a myth. Yeah,
Okay.
in Northeast, there is some particular degree, some points that if the house is opening at that door, then there can be serious eye diseases or eye illness to the people residing in that place. And I have done vastu of so many places where it was particularly Northeast, and each and every member in the house is suffering of some or the other eye problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it is a big myth that Northeast houses are good.
Okay. I was about to ask you one of my personal question. Like a lot of people say like northeast is the best direction to buy a house. If you're not able to buy a house with that direction, where should we keep the god? I have always this question, Deepika ji.
No, see, Northeast is good to make your puja ghar, to make your mandir. That is good over there. But the Northeast opening houses, there are some sensitive points which are called as Marmasthana. So there are some sensitive points in the Vastu, and if the house door, main door is opening particularly on that point, then either the eye related problems, and sometimes even I have seen that the children of the house get into wrong habits like drugs or something like that, and if they are also sleeping in a wrong directions, so sometimes into pornography or drugs, like all those happening. So when I see that the house door is opening particularly at that point, and when I tell the people that is this the problem in the house, and they really get surprised at how you are telling this is the only problem we are facing.
Oh, okay. So like you say like sleeping in the wrong direction can give diseases like can it like impact that much to a person?
Yes, the sleeping in the wrong directions. Like there is one direction like southern side of the southwest. Now people they just think that the southwest is the best direction, right? But
Yeah.
if it is more towards the southern side of the southwest, then it can definitely drain all the nutrients from the body, and there can be deficiencies in the body.
Then what are the like good directions to sleep in? Like what is the best direction to sleep in to keep healthy and to have a better sleep?
South is good. Southeast is also good. Then southern side is of southeast is also good. Southwest, west, western side of southwest, east is also good. Eastern side of northeast, not northeast, but the eastern side of the northeast, even that is good. So all these directions are good to sleep, to make the bedroom. Now it depends, like further you can go, like if it is a couple's bedroom, if it's a young girl or young boy, so there are other options then available, that what is the best zone for them, then according to their career also you can pick the best zone for them.
Okay, okay. So like what are the directions which gives insomnia? Like what are like directions not safe like that?
For insomnia, the directions are like eastern side of the southeast. That should be completely avoided, because if person sleeping over there, they get irritated, they get aggressive on very small things, and then that creates stress and anxiety inside them, and because of that, they can face insomnia. Then the next direction which I will say is that southern side of the southwest, it has the capacity to drain all the nutrients from the body. So one starts facing the deficiencies. And once you face the deficiency, then because of that physical problems, you can have insomnia. That creates stress in the body, that creates, depression, anxiety, and because of that, you can have insomnia. Then the western side of the northwest, again, see, the western side of the northwest is something like, in the olden days, if you have heard Lord Rama's story. So, Mata Kekari, she went into the room and she started crying, right? So, the people, people in olden days, they were more aware about the Vastu thing, and they used to make their palaces accordingly. So the western side of the northwest is one of that direction only. So if you keep on sleeping there, so on very small things, the person cries, becomes very sensitive, and then cannot deal with the world, right? So at that point, they have anxiety because of relationships, because of emotions, and because of that, they can have insomnia then. So definitely avoid these three directions. Then northeast, as I said, it is again a watery zone and a very high powered zone. Everybody cannot take those energies. It is very tough to digest the energies of northeast. So if in sleeping in the northeast, then you can have some neuro related problems, weight issues. Then you will feel, definitely the person will do good planning but unable to pursue that. So that creates anxiety. And then northern side, Avoid having the like head definitely, but bedroom also in the northern side. Then that also creates anxiety and stress, because north and northeast is the watery zone, and nobody can sleep on the water.
Yeah. So, so is it like the same thing for depression? Like now, everybody is like kind of frustrated being at home all the time, and because of the pandemic and hearing all the bad news and everything. So even for them to have a happy mind, like to control mind or calm mind, what direction should you suggest?
See, first of all, avoid these directions, and to have feel that happiness, spend some time with the family in the eastern side of the northeast. Try to sleep in the southwest or western side of southwest, or the western side. Those three bedrooms are really very good. Then south is very good if you have a bedroom in the south, or the southern side of southeast. Even that bedroom is very good. So try to have the bedrooms over there. People sleeping more in the southeast. Southeast is also okay, but then they become power crazy or money crazy. Like they always have some or the other goals which keep them into anxiety. So avoid southeast bedrooms. If you have, I would say that better to go or shift the bed in the southern side of the southeast. So that will give the deep sleep. But definitely, whatever a bedroom you pick, never keep the head in the northern side. Like head in the north and the legs in the south, because that disturbs the Panvayu. And we keep the dead bodies like that. When the dead body is kept on the floor, the head is always in the north and the legs are always in the south, according to our Vedic system, because that release all the Panvayu from the body. So whatever prana is left, it is said that once, like one prana is according to the medical science, but still the prana is left inside the body according to the Ayurveda, which is called a Panvayu. So that is why the head is kept in the north, so that all the Panvayu gets released. And whatever is left, any kind of a prana left in the body, that also releases and the body goes for its heavenly abode.
Okay. I mean, this for an individual person, this definitely helps. But if it is like a couple sharing a same bedroom, and if one is having this, insomnia problem, then how can it be? It will be treated with vastu.
See, sometimes what happened that like a one bedroom comes into two zones. Like let's say the southwest is also coming and the southern side of the southwest also coming. It's falling in the same bedroom. And what happens? This I have seen many times. Like a couple sleeping on the bed, half bed is coming in the southern side of the southwest, and the half bed is coming in the southwest. So the person sleeping on this side, like let's say on the southern side of the southwest, will be having insomnia, but the person sleeping on the southwest will have a sound sleep. And this I have seen in so many houses, like, on the same bed, two zones are coming together. And one is not right, and one is very, very good. So I usually ask that this side, whosoever sleeps this side, that person is not sleeping well. And they say, yes, this happens over here. That, I don't sleep and he sleeps, or he don't sleep, I sleep well. So I usually tell them that shift the bed a little bit here and there to avoid sleeping in that zone.
Okay. This is really interesting point to be noted.
Yeah.
Actually, we consider okay bedroom we are sleeping both are sleeping on the same side, but this is definitely it will make a lot of people life easier because I
Yeah,
do.
this happens. Like you won't believe, sometimes, a bed is coming, though the house is big, but still the bed sometimes have even three zones on it. So I usually tell them that, either you keep your head there or you shift the bed. At times it's not possible to shift the bed because of the windows and the interior of the bedroom. But this happens that on the bed only two directions falling. One is the best to sleep and one is the worst to sleep.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is definitely a good point. And like, and another problem I've noticed with so many people, like sometimes people experience bad dreams or like, on daily basis, or even children, they get frightened in the night. So, do you suggest like Vastu can be helpful in this point?
Yes, Vastu can be helpful in this point. First of all, I would say that again, check in which direction you are sleeping, and the second, where the head is. See, if the bad dreams are coming, it means, see, dreams usually come because whatever we have experienced throughout the day, or whatever we have, if we have seen some horror movie or something, then also you experience those dreams in the while you sleeping, right? So first of all, whenever, if you have tendency of seeing the dreams, I would say that, just before going to the bed, just chant some mantra, whatever can help you, like om, or om namah shivaya, om trambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushti vardhanam urvarukmi bandhanat mrityurmukshe mamrita. So you can chant any of the mantra or any other mantra, om namo bhagavate vasudevaya, whatever is good with you. Chant that mantra for at least 5 to 10 times, and then go to sleep, and drink a little bit of water. That also adds to the energies. And just try to, sometimes even I have seen, see, here, especially in the US, the cleaning ladies usually comes once in a week, or fortnightly, like, but people don't even make their bed at times, right? So sleep on a clean sheet, that is also necessary. Sleep on a clean sheet, make your bedroom neat and clean. That also adds to the, this thing, like for the dreams I'm telling. And then sleeping in the right direction, definitely avoid eastern side of the southeast, western side of the northwest, and the southern side of the southwest.
So for especially for the students who want to get like more focused in their education and in their career path like that, for them, what direction do you suggest?
It depends. I would say it depends on what field they want to go. See, if they want to go into the finance field, they should go into the southeast. If they are, if they want to do something into the medicines, then the east is good. Eastern side of the northeast is good for them. If they are going into something related to, law, the south is good for them, and southwest is good for everybody.
Okay. So
Yeah.
is the south for even smaller kids like babies and kids?
See, for babies and kids, all the directions are good. Even the Northeast is good up to 12 years of age, because, till 12 years of age, the body is growing, right? And moreover, the children up to 12 years, they are very active and they are connected to the divine. See, Northeast is a direction, very pious direction, very pure direction, the direction of Lord Shiva. And children up to 12 years, they are not too much into the material world, right? They don't know that materialistic world more about them, so they don't lie too much. They are naughty, but they are not like nothing bad in their heart. After 12th year, you started coming into the world, then parents also teach, don't say this to that, don't say this to that, you don't have to share this thing. Then parents also start teaching their kids, and they also start learning. Before that, they're so innocent that even if parents teach them, don't share this with the grandmother, don't share this with your uncles, so they sometimes forget and they share, right? But when once they turn 12 years old, so after that they learn what is taught to them, so they start learning the material world. So after that, they should not sleep over there.
Okay.
And
So
then 60 plus people, they can sleep in any direction.
okay. So then there are like some women who want to get conceived. So is there any particular precaution regarding their beds you like you suggest them?
Yeah, see, as I said, southern side of the southwest, it drains all the energies from the body. It drains all the nutrients from the body. So I have seen that the pregnant ladies who are sleeping in the southern side of the southwest, though their reports are good, everything good, the doctors also get surprised, but they face abortions, right? Which is very emotionally also not good for them, and like physically, emotionally, everything gets strained, right? So the pregnant lady should definitely avoid sleeping in the southern side of the southwest. They should sleep either in the southeast, southern side of the southeast, south, or the southwest, west, western side of the southwest. All these directions are good for the pregnant ladies.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Deepika ji, for answering all our questions and helping us to understand how Vastu can make our lives better. So viewers, if you would you like to talk to Deepika ji, you can for further consultation, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healings at 732-979-2080. Next week we will be coming back with another topic in Vastu and Graha Sastra. This is Swarna signing off. You are watching Telugu Prajala Manasakshi Sakshi TV. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you ji.
Thank you, Swarna.